A Surprise for Gappy. Book 1 of the Young Vampire Adventures by Star Donovan. Illustrations by Anne Catherine Liu. Chapter 2. A Trip to the Emergency Room. After Gappy was settled in the back seat of the car with his seatbelt fastened, his mother turned to look over her shoulder at him. "Now, Gappy," she said, "I don't want you to worry, but I'm taking you to the hospital for some tests. I know you've never been sick enough to go to the hospital, but there's really nothing to be afraid of. The doctors are very nice and won't hurt you. We just need to find out why you fainted, okay?" "Will they give me a shot?" Gappy asked. He did not like getting shots. "I don't think so," Mom said, "but they might need to take some blood from your arm to test it. If they do, it'll just be a little prick, and I'll be right there, okay?" "Okay." Gappy looked doubtful. Taking blood sounded like getting a shot that went on for a long time. Mom laughed at his expression. "It'll be over quickly, I promise," she said. When they reached the hospital, Mom parked the car, and they walked up the marble steps and through the heavy glass doors into the emergency room. A plump woman was sitting behind the reception desk. She smiled at Gappy. "Hello, young sir, and what's the matter with you?" "I fainted in class," Gappy answered. She seemed a nice woman, sort of jolly and cuddly all over, her hair in a curly blonde afro. "Oh dear," the woman said, "and what's your name?" "This is Gustavus Grapple, and I'm his mother," Mrs. Grapple told her. The woman asked them some questions, and Mom filled out some paperwork. Then a tall nurse took them into a side room, asked them some more questions, and took Gappy's blood pressure and pulse. "The doctor will be out in a minute if you'd like to go back and sit down," she said when she was finished. Gappy and his mother sat down in the waiting room, and Gappy tried reading some of the books in the bookcase. Not that he felt much like reading. He kept thinking about the long-lasting shot. He just wished they would call his name and get it over with. After a while, a young doctor came out to the waiting room. He was wearing blue jeans and a short white coat with a big smiley face name tag that had the words Dr. Smitty printed on it in day-glow yellow letters. Gappy supposed the man had to wear the white coat so people would know he was a doctor. Otherwise, he just looked like one of his friend's dads. "Hello," said Dr. Smitty, smiling at Gappy and his mother. "Are you the fellow who fainted at school today?" Gappy nodded. "Right then, if you'll come with me, please." The doctor led them into an examination room where a long white bed stood against the wall. "Now sit up here, Gustavus," he said. "That's it. I'm going to listen to your breathing and your heart, okay?" Gappy got up onto the high, narrow bed. The doctor washed his hands and then listened to Gappy's chest with his stethoscope. He looked in Gappy's eyes and ears and made him say, "Ah," so he could look down his throat. Then he tapped Gappy's knees, making them jerk up and down all by themselves. "Well, I would say you're a healthy young man," Dr. Smitty announced, washing his hands again. "Now I have to take a little blood from you just in case, so I don't miss anything, all right? Then we'll be all set. Can you roll up your sleeve for me?" Gappy rolled up his sleeve and looked the other way, while Dr. Smitty took some blood from the inside of his elbow. It was not too bad, after all. Then he had to wait outside in the waiting room while his mom talked to the doctor. She came out in a few minutes, and they walked out to the car. "Can I have something to eat now?" Gappy asked when they got home. "Sure, Gappy," Mom said. "Why don't you go upstairs and lie down, and I'll bring you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Then you can have a nap until Dad gets home." Gappy climbed the stairs to his bedroom. He did feel quite tired, and his legs felt like lead. It would be nice to take a nap after eating his sandwich. Visit Gappy at www.gappy.tv.